This is one of those things where people say, oh, it was easier to exercise when you were young. True. But when you were young, you were also stupid. Pardon me. I'm getting old, right? But really, you have a lot of energy when you're young, but it's all scattered. And more often than not, you don't have the means to organize that energy. You don't have the wisdom to stay consistent with a particular goal. And even if you do, you still lack the exposure and data about any given goal, which is necessary to build systems to maintain consistency. When you're young, you have the energy, but you don't have a direction. You have the time, but you don't have the money to organize that time for yourself. So the only currency you have is your environment, other kids around you. And because kids are very open, they're new, they haven't seen life yet, they haven't seen the world yet, they're much more receptive than adults. They want to engage much more with their surroundings, and hence they are much more attuned to that natural osmosis and immersion that makes language acquisition effortless for them. But it still takes a long time. You probably won't have the patience to watch cartoons in a language you don't understand, but they do. And as impatient as they are, they'll sit through a cartoon that is compelling enough, even if it is in a language that they don't understand. Now, before you think that you miss the train to acquire French or Spanish or any other language you want to acquire just because you have grown up, you are underestimating the leverage of already knowing one language well, your mother tongue. Yes, you want to get rid of translation eventually, but that does not mean that translation isn't helpful. And the intent is a big deal. As an adult, you have the intent to acquire a new language. You can cultivate that discipline to put yourself through a plan, which if you can figure out for yourself, you win in a big way, because it's the first language that's the hardest. And after that, you have a plan. You can put another language into that plan, and progress will be much more quicker. And trust me, figuring out your own method to learn a language is an amazing adventure in itself. You won't realize it when you're in it. It's going to be frustrating, but you will look back at it as one hell of a journey. So yeah, for kids, language acquisition is incidental. For adults, it's much more intentional. And the greatest reward you'll get as an adult is appreciation. You'll appreciate it a lot more than a child. I would argue that acquisition is a way bigger gift as an adult if you put your mind into it, and intent is important.